I was a victim at the hands of my father, and Taylor Swift was the one to save my life. When I was 11, I started noticing something weird. My friends weren't scared to go home after school. They didn't jump when their dad walked into a room. They could leave food on their plate without getting screamed at for hours. My dad, Brian, was different. He had rules taped to my bedroom wall, 23 of them. No makeup, no singing in the house, no talking back ever, no looking at boys, no leaving a single bite of food on my plate. If I broke one, I got the paddle. It had my name carved into it, Callie, like he was proud of it. Mom left when I was 7. I used to think it was my fault. Now I know she was just trying to survive. School was the only place I could breathe. My grades were perfect because anything less meant I couldn't sit down for 3 days. But lunch was mine. I'd hide in the library corner with borrowed headphones and listen to music. That's when I found her, Taylor Swift. Her songs felt like someone finally understood what living in my house was like. I wrote down every single lyric in a notebook I kept hidden under my mattress. When I turned 14, things got worse. Dad started locking me in the storage shed behind our house when I disappointed him. The first time was because I hummed a song while doing dishes. He said I was being disrespectful. I spent 8 hours in there in the dark. The last time I was in there for 2 full nights. No food, no water, just darkness and cold. I had to drink rainwater off the window glass to stay alive. My lips were cracked and bleeding. My stomach hurt so bad I couldn't stand up straight. I thought about giving up, just falling asleep and not waking up, but I had my old school backpack with me. Inside was a magazine page I'd torn out months before. Taylor at a concert smiling. Someone had written on it, "She made it, so can you." I stared at that page for hours. If she could survive hard things and still smile like that, maybe I could too. The next morning I found a bent nail in the corner. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold it, but I worked at that shed lock for an hour until it finally popped open. Then I ran, 2 miles barefoot to the school gym. My feet were bleeding by the time I got there. Coach Henderson saw me first. I collapsed right there on the basketball court. I told her everything. Every rule, every punishment, the shed, the paddle, all of it. She believed me immediately. Dad got arrested that same day. Turns out 3 different neighbors had called protective services over the years, but nobody ever followed through. This time they did. I went to live with my Aunt Rachel 2 states away. She let me eat what I wanted, sleep with my door open, play music whenever. It took months before I stopped flinching at loud noises. 6 months later, a local news station did a story about kids in bad homes. They used my case as an example. I didn't think anyone important would see it. Then I got a package. Heavy envelope, fancy paper. My hands shook opening it. It was a letter from Taylor Swift. Actual Taylor Swift. She said she saw my story. Said she was so proud of my courage. Said no kid should ever have to survive what I survived. She told me I was stronger than I knew. Inside were 2 VIP tickets to her concert and backstage passes. I cried for an hour straight. The good kind of crying. 3 weeks later I met her, face to face. She hugged me for a long time and told me I was going to be okay. That I already was okay. That I saved myself and that was the hardest part. She was right. Dad got 12 years. I'm 17 now. I sing whenever I want. I'm learning guitar. I'm